retribution here tonight, though, at Red Hot and Blue as he steps in the ring with Funaki.
Introducing first, from Washington, Texas, ScottMurdoch!
Lightning strike twice for this man.
You know, I think luck was on the side of Funaki last time he was here at MPX. And I don't believe that lightning is going to strike twice for Funaki. I think ScottMurdoch, he's angry about his loss last time. And I quite frankly feel sorry for Funaki having to step in the ring with ScottMurdoch here tonight.
This man has traveled all over the world, been in the ring with some of the best. He's going to have his hands full tonight.
Well, I'm not sure Funaki quite knows what to make of big ScottMurdoch.
Former WWE Cruiserweight Champion, Funaki!
You know, I had a chance to speak with ScottMurdoch here earlier today, Kyle Davis, and he is not impressed at all by Funaki's accolades. Doesn't matter how many titles this man has held all over the world. ScottMurdoch said that means absolutely nothing to him here in MPX.
Waiting for the opening bell for this match to get started, and what a night it has been so far this evening at MPX Red Hot and Blue. Here we go, David versus Goliath, you could say.
You know, the action here tonight is what puts the hot in Red Hot and Blue, and I got to think that the beating that Jerome Daniels just suffered in the morning, he's going to be red and blue when he wakes up. What, you know, you didn't hear because you decided to go act like you were going to do something, but as I said to the fans at home listening, Mike Fox and Kanoa sent a message to the entire MPX locker room here tonight.
What a nightmare this tandem has become. I don't think Jerome Daniels will be in the Battle Royal into this.
You don't think? I would certainly hope not, especially after that beating that Fox and Kanoa gave him.
But what does that mean for the Battle Royal? When Fox and Kanoa come back out here, it's going to be mayhem.
I think that just gives Mike Fox and Kanoa an even bigger edge in that Battle Royal tonight, and I got to believe that those two might be the last two men standing.
Double boot to the face of ScottMurdoch, rearranging that nice grill of his. Oh, drop toe!
Although I got to say, Kyle, I think another man that's going to have a distinct advantage in that Battle Royal is one you're looking at right here in the ring, ScottMurdoch. You know, a man of his size, who's going to be able to get him up and over the top rope?
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. Funaki has the most experience of anybody in this building tonight. And that can serve him well in the Battle Royal as well. Oh! Held on. Oh, we're over the top rope. There you go. That's exactly how ScottMurdoch would be eliminated.
Well, and that's the thing. You know, ScottMurdoch had his size used against him right there by Funaki, pulling down that top rope as Murdoch was charging at him full force.
Murdoch is out there pledging himself. Got to come up with a strategy for this wily veteran. Oh, Murdoch wants him backed up. Funaki's having none of that. Oh, right to the face. Oh, he rolls Murdoch at himself. Oh, double axe handle to the back.
Well, I just started to say Funaki with a little bit of an advantage there. It was a little bit surprising, especially as they were in a ScottMurdoch's territory, if you will, the outside of the ring, where ScottMurdoch loves to fight.
Clothesline on to Funaki. Murdoch is anything but a cruiserweight, I guarantee you. Just two counts.
You know, Colin Murdoch was telling me that he's definitely looking forward to hopefully winning that Battle Royal tonight and going on and getting his first ever MPX title shot next month at Summer Games, whether it is against Frankie Fisher or Danny Saint. You know, a part of me has to wonder if Scott Murdoch wins that Battle Royal, he might hope that Danny Saint is victorious over Frankie Fisher, because I think Scott Murdoch would like nothing more than to get in the ring with Danny Saint once again, even if it's beating him for the MPX Championship.
That is absolutely a good possibility. We've not thought about that. Danny Saint could be just have a cheerleader with Scott Murdoch later on this evening for all the wrong reasons. Oh! Shoulder to the stomach.
Murdoch using his strength to his advantage. They're in the corner like a linebacker, just shoving that shoulder right into the gut, the sternum of Funaki.
Oh, and look at that, a nerve hole. How about that?
You know, Scott Murdoch is constantly studying tapes. He's always learning new maneuvers, new holds.
I think you can attest to the heritage this man has, you know, natural ability.
Well, he certainly is. You know, the long-lost son of Dirty Dick Murdoch. You know, the legendary stories I've heard my entire life about Dick Murdoch can go on and on and on. If you're not familiar with that man, go to YouTube, do yourself a favor, look him up. And you'll see the potential and ability that runs in the genes in the family of Scott Murdoch. Look at that, a big bear hug now. We might see Funaki submit here, Paul. Look at that.
Wow, Funaki like a rag doll. He is in the arms of the terror of Waxahachie, Texas.
Scott Murdoch, you know, one of the reasons he's as tough as he is, Kyle, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, growing up on the mean, tough streets of Waxahachie, that's a horrible place to grow up at. And that's what made Scott Murdoch the man he is today.
Referee asking Funaki if he wants to give up. I'm going to say highly unlikely.
I'm not sure Funaki even understands what the referee's saying. Does Funaki speak English?
I believe he does speak English. It's very pleasant backstage. I was able to meet him and get a photo taken with him. He's very gracious.
And what are you going to do with that picture, Kyle?
I'm going to frame it up in my room. I'm going to put it on my wall.
Over your bed so you can look up at it at night when you go to sleep?
It's a very large collection. Nevertheless, here, giant sidewalk slam. Murdoch is in full control.
Funaki just getting that right shoulder up. Murdoch might be getting a little bit frustrated here. You know, and you gotta wonder if Scott Murdoch is even fully recovered from that hellacious match he had with Danny Saint back at King of the Beach. And Funaki moves out of the way.
Giant elbow drop. Funaki able to have a little defensive maneuver there.
Murdoch mistimed that one. Funaki making his way back to his feet.
Using Murdoch's own knee against him there.
You know, Murdoch was still on one knee. Funaki used it to his advantage.
Murdoch might be out on his feet there. Oh, running bulldog Funaki. He has got to mount some offensive momentum here. We might be seeing Funaki go to the top rope. He is a cruiserweight, a high flyer at times. This could be just the break Funaki needs.
Funaki very slowly making his way to the top. Murdoch back to his feet.
Crossbody here. No, he nailed him. Oh, that's it.
Nice counter.
Your winner,
Scott Murdoch.
Solid victory for Scott Murdoch. Very impressive.
And I gotta believe, Kyle, that's just what Scott Murdoch needed to get back on the path of success here at MPX. And what a notch in his belt with a victory here over Funaki. Funaki back to his feet. We already saw one post-match beatdown earlier with Fox and Kanoa and Jerome Daniels.
What is this?
My eyes must be deceiving me. Scott Murdoch showing a sign of sportsmanship. Gotta say, wasn't expecting that one. I think Scott Murdoch showing how much he respects the athleticism of the veteran Funaki.
Uh-oh, what we got here?
You know, every time I've said I'm looking for competition, Funaki gave me competition. I'll give credit to Danny Saint. He beat me in the Beach House Bowl. But you see, I'm going to set that aside. Because there's one spot that I want to take. And he's here in the building. So main event, Mike Fox. I'm coming for your spot!
Wow! Scott Murdoch laying down a challenge to Mike Fox, the biggest spot of them all!
I gotta be honest with you, Kyle, I'm not quite sure what to make of that. Wasn't expecting that at all from Scott Murdoch, but I gotta admit, if you want to go straight to the top here at MPX, Mike Fox is more than likely the guy you want to go after. Smart thinking on the part of Scott Murdoch. I guess we'll have to wait and see how that one turns out for both men.